My bad. My bad. I didn't even have the microphone on. How's it going, everybody? We're doing good today. We're doing good today. We're doing good every day, but we're doing extra good today. Rain has me stuck inside for the time being. Can't work on the truck I'm supposed to work on. So to clear our minds and to put out some form of content, we on stream at 1:30 in the afternoon on a hump day. On a hump day. Let's let all this catch up. Let me on that bus. Dang, guys, we got lucky. We freaking busted it right onto,
We're going to
right
Rescue One
Scapa.
Brothers.
You're driving this bus, Padre.
Yeah, it's okay, man. Mid for big heli. We go Recipe 1 man.
That sounds awesome.
Yes, I'm explaining to the guy in the chat. Oh, don't touch the control pad, man.
I don't think I'm touching the control.
Yes, man, you can control the heli with 2 people up front, man.
Yeah, I have not been trying to fly. I apologize.
Okay, man, maybe turbulence, very small amount of air, no brakes, man, we crash, okay?
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
fly
it's okay.
intentionally.
We are going to take Israel. I will be a pilot. If you saw the video, it was me, man. It was me. I said I was going to be pilot. Great. Yo, chill, brother.
Are you Russian?
Нет, я не понимаю по-русски. I am not a Russian.
Where are you from? I'm picking up Eastern European. Is it Poland or somewhere close?
You're close, yes, you're close, man. No, not Serbia.
Bosnia?
No. You were close, now you're getting further away.
Ukraine?
No.
No. I'm running out of guesses, buddy.
Lithuania. Yes, Lithuania.
Right on.
We either explode or we don't. О, блядь. Problem. We take blood them. It's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. I good pilot, блядь. I land in city. We take it. Oh, блядь. Another heli. We, блядь, land in the forest tree line. Oh, kurwa. Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you for flying, but
On your right, on your right. Dang. Dang, he got me right away. I almost drop shot him. I almost had him. We got a group of boys at CP1, just so you know.
What?
So we just got a group of guys at CP1.
Yeah, my friends there.
Right on, I'm riding with you. I'll be right back. Coffee, peanut M&Ms. Oh, and gumption. That's what we run on. That's what we run on. Sweet flying, bro. You're doing great. Thank you, sir.
Yep, yep.
Come on. Got a guy on the north. I'm healing up real quick.
Red outside near the truck, Close front gate. Got the truck, wow.
They're flanking other entrance.
Hello, Smokey, mate. You survived?
I don't understand you. I'm Brazilian.
Obrigado. Deus cunha. Do you speak in the Deutsch? Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Hablas español?
Hola, más o menos.
Yala.
Sí.
Me llamo Jorge.
Llamo Small, parece.
Heli coming.
Bien, muy bien. Ayudarme, ayudarme.
Ah, sí. Entiendo yo.
No, no contigo, no contigo, no contigo.
Sí, sí, entiende.
One's there on the corner.
Los vermelhos, rojos.
Sí.
Red.
Tengo mucho.
Where'd he go? Let's get him. Where they at? He got the angle. He got the angle. I got stuck in a tower. Bonsai. Oh.
Close the doors, guys.
Hey.
Close the
Kurwa,
door.
kurwa. Kurwa, kurwa.
Bobber, kurwa?
Bobera.
Bobber.
Bobber.
Bobber, kurwa.
Bobber.
Kijk vandaag.
Turim tai?
English only, please.
Bobber. Oké, oké. So you boys come to the helicopter often?
Yes.
Every
Yes,
time.
Heli?
Top with nobody in it.
We come on the salon, we come on the homies.
What's everyone's favourite CP? One or two?
My favorite is George. My spirit animal is George.
Yeah?
Yes. You're my spirit animal, man.
Nice, nice.
George,
Yeah.
¿cómo está?
Oh, Smoke. Bien, ¿y tú?
¿Cómo tú estás, brother?
Qué golazo, joga bonito.
La cucaracha, la cucaracha. No, 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 no.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay, we are close. Bye bye.
Do you speak in the Deutsch? No,
Do you speak English? No, I don't.
we tell you what, but if you can't speak English now, it's going to be hard to learn and play the game.
You might be right. You might be
Yeah,
onto
yeah.
something, but I
I
don't
see
know what.
enemy
Just don't have a
helicopter
mic.
approaching.
Allahu Akbar,
Go
Allahu
on,
Akbar.
head on, head on, head on, head on, head on, head on.
Yo, do it, do it, do it!
Yeah.
You shot too fast.
Nice, nice. people. First one to die is gay.
First one to die is
Good landing, please. Good landing, please.
Ruski, Lucy.
Front, man, front.
Fuck them. I ognie, pulpor. Where should we push? Should we push CP2? I was trying to move forward.
Okay, okay.
Vamos.
Vámonos.
Good shot. Behind us. How'd that dude creep in there without me hearing him? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was hard to push. For only 2 people? Impossible. Why is the pilot sat in the back?
I don't know. I can't fly.
Fuck you!
Gotta get the fucking helicopter.
Fucking get in the helicopter!
Why is there a suspect flying and a pilot's in the backseat? That's what I'm concerned about.
Cause I'm the best fucking suspect
It's gonna be fine, mate. It's gonna be fine.
I'm the best suspect around!
What are you a suspect of? Being gay?
Yeah.
Close the door, George.
I can't. I'm trying, but I cannot, unfortunately.
Here we go. Whee!
Is that an excuse for being a bad pilot?
I'm not a bad pilot, bro. It's just, I'm like dead ass lagging. Like, it's just jittering and shit, bro. I can't fucking tell it.
Yeah, are these servers based in Europe or America?
I don't know. Probably not America. Shit, I get like 130 ping planes with this, bro. Not for play.
Yeah, it's pretty European then.
I'm pretty sure that this is European.
European?
Oh, fuck you,
European
dead ass
is-
server. So I ain't tripping. It's a server cool for a European server.
Oh, I love this server. It's one of my favorites.
Better than Arma.
Why don't you
like,
marry
dead
it
ass.
then?
Dead ass better than Arma.
I'm already married, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm a
Oh, fair
grandpa.
enough. That's
Hey,
understandable.
shoot that fucker down. Let's crash
Oh,
into
yeah.
him.
Allahu Akbar.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Hey! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Yeah, crash into
you
him.
fucking
Crash into him.
nuts.
Crash into him.
Ow,
Allahu
fuck
Akbar.
you!
What the fuck?
You!
Hold on, is that an enemy on us?
Allahu Akbar.
You! Fuck you!
Oh my god! Fuck him up!
We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you.
Fuck those fools. Hey, they're landing, Oh shit! Oh shit! Ah!
Oh shit.
What the hell?
Oh shit. They take off.
Oh, I didn't get my gun up. That's okay. Oh, what we got? 2 hours 30. Road trip with my boy, you know. All right. What's everybody doing today? Come on now. Lagging. Lag the fuck out. What bullshit. Bullshit, bro. Bullshit. What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? I don't know what happened there. My freaking stream's doing fine. That's bogus, man. Oh, there's a rubber band. What's going on? We're doing fine, though. We must be switching strings of Starlink satellites or something. is proving difficult. This don't make any damn sense. I hope the server's restarting. Shit, lagging like crazy. Yes, man. There's Whew. We're just gonna hang tight for a minute. Let my health get back up. And then we're gonna slide on in there.
Sounds like mid's tearing it up. You want to go out the mid?
Hell yeah. behind you. Dang. Got one at least.
There has been an update.
One at least. We got one at least. Alright. Alright. We's respawning. Oh, we might have caught server reset, I think. So it appears. Yeah, I think I just caught server reset right when I tried to spawn back in. It's alright. It's alright. Yep, sure did. Dude, I love this server, the lobby music in this. What a beat. What a beat. While we wait for server reset, I'm gonna collect my thoughts on something to chat about here. And let the puppy take a piss. You need to go out, honey? You need to go out, honey? Yeah? Okay. I'll let you out. Just a moment. I think I know what we could chat about. I'll be right back, y'all. We here, y'all. Top off the coffee while we wait for the counter to go down. Woo. Coffee. Coffee. All right, what do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? Sorry for the fan noise. I gotta run the dehumidifier in here, especially after it rains. When it's hot, I gotta run the air conditioner. Not a lot I could do about it. I was messing last night with the noise cancellation stuff on my microphone, and it helped a little bit, but I think we could tweak it some more later this afternoon. Playing with my Worry Rock. Check out my little Worry Rock. I call it a Worry Rock, but really what it is what do they call it? CBT therapy tool, cognitive behavioral therapy. Instead of a worry stone, I put a bunch of happy memories on my rock, and when I play with my rock, I get happy feels. Pretty nice, pretty nice. 7. We're almost there. Let's see. Oh, a friend of mine taught me a really cool trick for remembering shit. Basically make up a story in your mind with really ludicrous details. And it tricks your brain into remembering shit. So, like studying for a test, we assign characters. So each mental disorder in DSM has a different character assigned to it. So Bobby Lee and the Ginger guy are bipolar 1 and bipolar 2, and that simple distinction allows me to keep the requirements and durations and symptoms and shit sorted out. So Bobby Lee is like a depressive mood. Episodes are lasting 2 weeks. It is more severe than BP2, so it requires hospitalization and an increase in mood stabilizer medications. The ginger friend is BP2, which is very similar in symptoms, but it is more frequent episodes that last just a little bit longer. So they're milder symptoms, but they last a little longer and they're more frequent, as well as not needing an increase, but rather a decrease in psych meds, and can normally be helped quite a lot just by regular therapy and management. Isn't that neat? And there's freaking 17 characters at this point. We've got bank lobby for the Erickson phases of development for the traits associated with development and the core values. So like the infant, I think is hope. I'd have to reread it just a little bit. I haven't refreshed it in just a few days or a week or so actually. But yeah, we have Michael Phelps that is designated as MDD, major depressive disorder. Again, symptoms lasting 2 weeks. Ah, fence. Ugh. My bad. He is tired. He has sleep issues. He has possible suicidal ideations. Oh, I'm stuck in the trees, y'all. Trying to remember and focus and drive, and that's not great for my ADHD. Oh, don't tell me I'm freaking stuck on this tree. There we go. Austin Powers. We got it. We're good. We got it. That's fine. Yeah, so Michael Phelps is major depressive. He's low mood irritability, suicidal ideations, 2-week duration. I believe he's no more than 2 weeks without symptoms. It's harder to remember while I'm trying to drive as well. Doesn't bode well for the focus. We got guys like the Olsen twins are psychothymic, which is a bummer because they have not only a personality disorder but a mood disorder as well, so that's fucking bogus. Long duration, 2 years with no more than 2 months symptoms free. Yeah, just a good way to associate and keep a lot of information with very little detail locked in your head. Gilbert Godfrey is general anxiety disorder, which is muscle tightness, easily fatigued. They're wired up and on edge. Generally irritable. That's Gilbert Godfrey. Bart Simpson is defiant disorder, which is kind of in the name. He's defiant, doesn't like authority. Generally just kind of like a punk ass kid. There's another one I want to say is disruptive. No, that was Andy Melanakis was disruptive. Which is between ages 6 and 18. After 18, it goes to associated disorder diagnosis as an adult, but in kids, it is symptoms before age 10 that linger, and that is generally being disruptive, kind of anti-establishmentarianism, if you will. A little bit different, but kind of similar to disruptive disorder, or what did I say? Anyways, you assign a character, you assign the traits, and it makes it much easier to remember. Homeboy shooting at me? Who's over there? Anyways, easy way to help remember details. Pretty cool. Next time I die, we'll go in the lobby and I'll take a real quick refresher and I'll walk you through some of the characters that I've assigned that help me remember what is going on. The numbers is the biggest thing because my form of ADHD, like, I can't remember my own kids' birthdays or my old lady's birthday without like this weird mental, oh fence. Fence again. I have to do like this weird mental gymnastics association thing. To a neurotypical, it's like, well, if you fucking cared, then you'd be able to remember their birthdays. Like, you must not love them if you can't remember their birthday. Like, no, bitch, my fucking brain don't work. So I remember my old lady's birthday as my brother's day, but my dad's month. So like, it took a long time to remember my dad's birthday and my mom's birthday and my brother's and my sister's. Like middle school took a long time. So knowing that I got theirs kind of locked in over an extreme amount of time, I used theirs as association to match up and get other birthdays. So my old lady's birthday is my dad's month, which is February, my brother's day, which is the 9th, and a couple years off of my sister's year. My sister's year is 76, bicentennial, which is how I remember hers. Had a couple years, 79, and I get my old lady's birthday. The same with my daughters, my older two daughters. I sometimes get them mixed up because one's the 28th and one's the 22nd. So if I'm a week off, they get pissed, like, you don't even know my fucking birthday. But in reality, it's just I mixed your numbers up. I got low-level dyslexia because fucking ADHD. It's not something that I can fix. It has nothing to do with my level of care for people. It has to do with my working memory. Cognitive dysfunction. So, I remember that my older daughter is older, so her number is bigger. She's the 28th of May. My younger daughter is younger, so it's a smaller number. It's January 22nd, and I remember it's January because it's the coldest day of the year. Or was the coldest day of the year that year, was her birthday. And let me tell you something, it was fucking freezing. My dad's birthday is really close to Valentine's Day. It's February 16th. And I believe that my dad is a year older than my mom, so he's 1952, and she's 1953. My mom's a Christmas baby, so hers is December 26th, 1953. I think, like, I know I'm really close, okay? But that's what I have to do for birthdays. So if I don't remember your birthday, fucking sorry. My sister's is escaping me. Yeah, I could not tell you my sister's birthday right now to save my own life. Plain and simple. My brother's, I remember, is November 9th, 1979. There's a guy up there, I gotta get him. Oh, he got me. I'm talking about birthdays and shit. Yeah, I couldn't, as soon as I get a fleeting thought, go boop, it's gone. It's gone. I would have to look it up. If I stretch, I think my sister's is in September. I could be completely fucking wrong. Completely fucking wrong. But I know she's 76 and my brother's 79. Because we're all 3 years apart. Yeah, numbers fucking suck in my head. They suck in my head. But that one little trick that my friend taught me to associate exaggerated details and make up a story to remember things in order has definitely helped with retaining the crazy amount of information on the DSM-5 differential diagnosis test. Crazy amount of information. And I am honestly ecstatically surprised at how much difference just that one trick made. So it's very frustrating in late age to have ADHD and just now be learning tricks and coping mechanisms and shit like that, because of course social media now, it's trendy. Everybody's like, hey, this works for me, this works for me, this works for me. Kind of like every ex that every female has ever had is a narcissist now. Hey, fuck you, pal. Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Yo, what the hell?
So, rather than be a bitter bitch and pretend like I don't understand shit, I get it. It's frustrating for someone that, first of all, doesn't understand that there is no fixing my ADHD. It is the way I am. I warned about it 22 fucking years ago, and you thought it was something that could change, and it's just not. It is not a personality disorder. It is not a mood disorder. It is a brain development issue. My brain developed different than a neurotypical brain. There is no therapy, there is no surgery, there is no electroshock treatment. It's one of the very few things that, like, you can't be treated. The downside to ADHD is that it's totally kosher to fucking bully people. Like, a lot of the reason that ADHD people have what they call SAD, separation anxiety disorder, or RSD, rejection sensitivity disorder, that's all associated with living our whole lives, our whole fucking lives, with all of the adults in our lives not only concerned but expressing that there's something wrong with you. We have to address this. There is a problem with you. That not only makes us sensitive to rejection or separation, but it also gives us like a drastic confidence complex. It gives us a inferiority complex sometimes. A whole bunch of symptoms. Just suicide rates are high because we've grown up since childhood with everyone telling us there's something fucked up with you and you need to fix it. And until very recent history, there's like you can't fix it. Meds and stuff help a lot of people. I have never had any luck with meds helping me. It's a case where you have an over-functioning brain, an under-functioning nervous system. And that's why they give amphetamines like Adderall and Ritalin and shit like that to people with ADHD, because they're boosting your nervous system to catch up with the processing speed of your brain to try and bring balance. So, they're fucking with the not broken system you have to make it match up with the broken system that you have. So rather than accommodate and adjust and pivot to accommodate the actual thing, they're just breaking the other half of you to make themselves more comfortable. And that's kind of the most frustrating part of ADHD, is that the treatments aren't for us. The treatments are not for us at all. The treatments are to make everyone around us more comfortable. And that is bullshit. Like super duper bullshit. Because if you could train the ADHD person to function a little better, if you combine that with just a basic level of human decency, understanding, acceptance of the fact that this isn't something that I can address, or something that is not easily repaired or made comfortable. Again, I fully understand how frustrating it is that there are important things in my life that I have to do. Like, I have to get this done. Task paralysis, executive dysfunction, time blindness are all things that I cannot help that contribute to not being able to physically force myself to complete a task, initiate a task. You simply have to wait for the brain to slow down to a point that it allows you to initiate it, for dopamine levels to level out to a case where your brain will let you fucking do that thing. Like, sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's a month. We also, because we've been told that we're worthless and we never do anything and we're lazy, when we do function, it tends to make us over-function and be a people pleaser and put ourselves last and make sure that we're handling other people's shit ahead of our shit so that we don't disappoint them. And it just makes this fucking death spiral of self-esteem and confidence and all that. And God forbid you fix your self-esteem and your confidence issues, and then they gotta start turning on you like you're fucking delusional. Because how do you think you're so fucking special if you can't even complete this simple little task, or remember your kids' birthdays, or if you put something in a drawer? Object permanence makes you, your brain basically says, if I can't see it, it doesn't exist. So, again, if they cared, they would remember, no, I don't see it, it ceased to exist. The most heartbreaking point in that is that object permanence applies to people. Oh, get shot! Run, motherfucker, run! No! Oh, he got me. He got me. Hold on one second.
the fuck are you? There's
Suicide.
people on the left.
Arrive. Fill up the gas.
What the fuck are you doing, mate? Oh my.
Oh, you're kidding me. All of that was muted. Maybe that's good. Hey, good looking up. Good looking out. This game is a 10 out of 10, man. For sure. For sure. We're at 4 o'clock. I think we are we're 2 hours 30 into this one. That's a bummer, my mic was muted. That's alright. I'm gonna take a break in just a few, and then, I know I'm skylining myself up here. I'm gonna take a break in just a few, and then I'm gonna restart the stream. Nah, fuck it. I can cut it together. I can cut it together. I wish I knew when I muted my mic. I think it was when Grady came to the door. Back there somewhere. Anyways, where did I leave off? Oh, you guys, fuck. So, task paralysis. If you go back in the stream just a little bit, when I was doing this whole thing, that's what task paralysis feels like to an ADHD person. We're supposed to be able to do this simple task, but when we're in task paralysis, we're just below the surface, trying to get back on the planet where we could function, and it's just out of reach. Miserable place to be. And to a neurotypical, it shouldn't be this hard. That's one of the, we hear that so fucking much. It shouldn't be this difficult. If you just cared more, if you actually loved me, you'd be able to remember my birthday. It has nothing to do with the level of care. Nothing to do with how much I love you. It's how my brain works. I can't remember your birthday. Sometimes I get your birthday mixed up, and I will text one daughter on her birthday on the wrong day and piss her the fuck off because, thanks Dad, that's not my birthday, that's her birthday. But you're only 4 or 6 days late, so, you know, if you just love me enough, you'd remember my birthday. That's not how this works. I cannot physically remember your birthday. I could trick myself, I could set reminders, I could do the thing. I do what I can. It works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. The fact remains, what a miserable existence that the people close to you think that it is a level of care or how much you love them that determines what you can remember or what you can accomplish for them or what your output is for the day. And that is not it. All of the things that affect us are working against us in many cases. object permanence. If I don't talk to you for a few days, or I can literally forget that you exist for a duration of time until a random thought pops in my head every night. My sister and I have a joke that we'll text each other sometimes after months of silence and just be like, hey, I just remembered you existed, love you, see you, talk to you next time. We're similarly affected by ADHD, so neither of us takes it personally. We understand. If somebody doesn't understand and they think that it is a level of care or a love issue, then they're going to have resentment. And a lot of times that resentment will foster its way into what's even worse than resentment, which is contempt. And then they will hate you for the person that you are. And they will think, again, one of the worst fucking phrases ever. It shouldn't be this difficult. Yeah, no shit, it shouldn't be this difficult. You think I don't know that? But that's also why we have so much empathy, is that we have a very good working understanding of what a neurotypical person feels like. The frustration at task paralysis, or time blindness, or object permanence, or executive dysfunction. It fucking sucks. We know it sucks. A lot of times we try and communicate and say, look, this is the way that I am, and it sucks, and I have coping mechanisms. If I need to remember something, I have a little tiny pocket knife that somebody that said they understood got me so that I could put an X on my hand. I do that so that if I have something to remember, I put an X on my hand. And my daughter or somebody close to me, which that doesn't work anymore because there's no one close to me, would remind me, hey, why you got an X on your hand? And I would remember, oh, that's because X, Y, Z. I need to remember to blank. And that resentment will a lot of times lead to what always happens, which is why we have things like RSD, rejection sensitivity disorder, or SAD, separation anxiety disorder. We're always worried that the people that we love are going to leave. Because most people get to a point of frustration where they're like, I can't fucking deal with this anymore, and they just leave. Or in my case, you wind up in a strict no contact boundary, and out of respect, I respect the boundary. Okay, sure. You think that on some fucked up level, isolating me from the entire support structure that I've spent the last 20 years building is somehow going to help. Right. So now not only am I out of my support structure, I'm isolated, and object permanence is starting to work on the people that were close to me, so I'm starting to forget that you guys exist. Doesn't that sound fun? That sounds fucking wonderful, doesn't it? So we constantly find ourselves in this fucking death loop spiral of depression and inferiority and criticism and ridicule, and one of the most hateful fucking things anybody's ever said to me is you need to just fix your brain so it works right. Right. Yeah, it's just that simple. Pull your brain out, do a miracle that modern medicine has not been able to figure out yet, and that's just to make you comfy. Fuck yeah. We're fixing toxic shit one person at a time. We got a visit from a kid that's confused. Anyway, I'm not getting into that. Not my place. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway. Yeah. Stuck in a death loop spiral of you should be able to fix this even though I know you can't. And it's very easy for neurotypical people to just dismiss the way that our brain works because it doesn't logically make sense to them. And that's just not fucking accurate. No contact is the most idiotic fucking way to approach an executive dysfunction burnout or a depression or anything associated with what comes from extended periods of time as an ADHD person over-functioning to keep other people comfortable. We are constantly expected to perform on a level that is our normal, which already exceeds what a normal person's normal is. And when we do fizzle out or when we do get stuck in task paralysis or something like that, we're just supposed to fix it because they expect us to. It is an expectation that we perform. And when we don't, it is taken as an affront to them personally that we weren't able to do that. Dry, repetitive, stupid, uninteresting, unfulfilling tasks are the worst. We're very detail-oriented and process-oriented, but if it's a shitty, boring, or drawn-out, repetitive process, it gets boring and our brain shuts off. If we are not given clear direction or instruction on certain things, we try and cope with that in our own way, and a lot of times one of the many attributes winds up fucking that up, whether it's time blindness or executive dysfunction or task paralysis or object permanence or burnout or overfunctioning or one of the many, many things. It is very, very tricky to not only self-regulate, but to find someone that understands well enough to help us cope, especially when there's a dude over here somewhere. Especially when we're in the throes of basically an episode, whether it's a depressive episode or a burnout episode or task paralysis episode. That is usually when we're at our most sensitive and when we're punished the most. And again, this is one of the only disorders where it is completely societally acceptable to punish and ridicule and nag. Like I can't force myself to fucking perform. What makes you think you're going to be able to just do it by nagging me or criticizing me? That's asinine. It's ludicrous. Fucking ludicrous. So rather than help and rather support, you remove us from a support system, you isolate us so that we're not in any kind of support structure, and then you not only resent us, but you build contempt for us so that you literally hate the person that we are. And that comes with its own frickin' level of bullshittery. I'm gonna get you, bro. I'm gonna get you. I had the wrong gun up. I could have had him. I missed him by that much. focus. Yeah. So we wind up almost always in a self-fulfilling prophecy of rejection sensitivity disorder, of separation anxiety disorder, of inadequacy complexes, because no matter how hard we try, no matter how much we overfunction, no matter how much of ourselves we give, and no matter who we give it to, we're fucked. And we're going to wind up alone, and we're going to wind up depressed, and we're going to wind up self-regulating and self-medicating and self-treating, because the only person that knows how I work is me. The only person that knows how much I love is me. So we're constantly at this hyper-vigilant, over-functioning, oversensitive, over-empathy situation trying to correct and maintain relationships a lot of times with people that are 100% committed to the fact that we should just be able to fix it. And that comes down to one word. It's a really shitty word called indifference. It boils down to the fact that they don't care. They don't care that it affects us. They don't care that we can't fix it. The only thing that they care about is that it affects them. And that simple fact, that one little word, is usually what leads to the level of hopelessness in an ADHD person that leads to suicide. So, on that note, if you have ADHD, and if you feel discarded and dismissed, and people are indifferent to you, you have to understand that indifference and resentment and contempt and criticism is not a you problem. You cannot love or overfunction or serve your way out of a problem that is someone else's. If that is one case where you can be sure that if they disregard your disorder, if they dismiss it as something that is fixable for you, that is a care problem. That is a level of love problem. That is a tolerance problem. Their comfort matters more to them than your presence in their life. And that is not something that you can fix as equally as your brain is something that you cannot fix. That does not make it easier to accept. That does not make it easier to process. But that understanding does help. It does help. You have to accept that just as much as you can't fix yourself, you can't fix them to help them understand or have compassion or empathy or consideration for your condition. It's impossible. The only thing that you can do is agree to disagree, maintain a healthy mindset for yourself, and love those people from a distance as best as you can and as much as they will allow you to. a large part of the reason for my YouTube channel and for my live streams as a grandpa playing a stupid fucking zombie combat game and talking about these things is that I have 2 kids with my current old lady. I have 2 kids with my ex-wife. I have 3 grandkids. Oh, lag. I have 3 grandkids from my older 2 daughters. All of which are confused as to what reality is. And that I am not caring enough to remember birthdays. They're ignorant to the fact of my perspective, and they have been coached into no contact, no communication, like that is somehow any sort of fair to me. And fairness is one of those things that sometimes you just don't get. So this will be a living record on YouTube or on Twitch. I think Twitch expires. But my YouTube channel will be a living record even if I die before they decide to talk to me, that maybe my grandkids can watch and understand why Grandpa was never around. I wasn't allowed to be around. I was undeserving of forgiveness or understanding or having my voice or perspective heard. Because ADHD is one of the only disorders that you're allowed to bully for. You cannot tell an autistic person that they should just fucking fix themselves. You can't tell someone with Down syndrome that something is fucking wrong with them and they need to learn how to function so that you're more comfortable. You would get fucking railed. The comments section would come for you. But when you do it for an ADHD person, it's okay. It's just ADD. They're just hyper. They can't sit still. It's fine. Just nag them or criticize them until they change so that you're more comfortable. It's okay. It's okay. They can take it. And again, it is not lost on us the logic that part of the reason that ADHD people and autistic people mask is because we have a really hard time explaining to people, or it's often dismissed, that at the same time I have a hard time functioning in simple areas. I'm also, due to hyperfixation and hyperdiligence, hypervigilance, whatever it's called, that in many ways I'm the smartest person you fucking know in a lot of respects. I have a vast knowledge of history and mechanics and engineering and math and electrical and plumbing and drywall. Like, I know a million different trades through and through. I'm your conspiracy theory friend because I can read patterns like nobody's business. We can focus on dry research papers and government archives, deciphered codes, and complex conspiracy theories really fast. And it makes us sound fucking crazy. Oh, server reset. So it really is a case where, like, in one side of the scale, we're fucking big brain as shit. We have all this knowledge and all this understanding and all of this empathy and compassion for how people feel because we understand so much. On the other side of the scale, we're fucking retarded. We can't remember to brush our teeth or take a shower, or if we ate today, or what our kids' birthdays are, or thanks to no contact and object permanence, I have to fucking do a Facebook deep dive to remember my grandkids' middle names sometimes. It's not because I don't love them. It's because, one, I'm being kept from them, and two, object permanence makes me forget that people exist sometimes. If I can't see it, it doesn't exist. That's why ADHDers have doom piles and bookshelves and organizational issues, because we have to be able to see everything. We like cabinets with glass shelves or glass doors. If we have a drawer, it is a specific drawer for specific things, and if something gets thrown in there that doesn't belong there, it just lives there for the rest of its life. We will a lot of times have like 27 of one specific thing that we use all the time, because it gets used, it gets placed over here and lost. So we get another one and it gets placed over here and lost. And eventually we just have so many of them laying around, there's always one around. It's like car keys. Some ADHD people lose their car keys a lot. They don't remember if they put them in their purse, they don't remember if they threw them on the dresser, they don't remember if it wound up accidentally in a doom pile with a bunch of other shit. They just don't remember. So there's two solutions to that. You can nag them and ridicule them and criticize them for not being able to keep track of their fucking car keys. Why can't you do that? It should not be this hard for you to keep track of the one set of fucking keys you have for your car. Or a little compassion, a little consideration. Maybe for their birthday, get them like 4 sets of keys for their car. Holy shit, what a thought. But it's much easier and much more comfortable for neurotypicals to just criticize and say, why can't you remember this? If you loved me, if you appreciated your car, you would fucking keep track of the keys. You know you have to go somewhere. Why are you a child in this aspect? Why do I have to remind you where your keys are? I shouldn't have to make you a doctor's appointment when I make doctor's appointments for the kids. I'm not your fucking mom. You're a grown-ass man. You should be able to take care of this. Yeah, I should. Or a little compassion and consideration. You're already making a dentist appointment for the fucking kids. Is it that hard to say my name? Is it that hard to say, hey, not only did I make you a doctor's appointment, I understand that you have a really hard time remembering things like that, so I'm going to remind you because I love you and I want you to feel good about yourself and have good teeth. Or I made you a doctor's appointment because the last time that I asked you to do something, you said that you're in pain and you don't understand what's going on and that something might be wrong with you. But instead of that, I'm going to throw you out of the house and cancel your insurance and then go no contact with you so that you can learn that this level of behavior is not acceptable. You will function, you will perform, or you will get discarded. Two kinds of people. And let me let you in on a little secret. The second one is not love. The second one is not emotional maturity. It is not moral high ground. It is selfish, it is indifferent, it is resentful, and it is contemptful. Especially if that person has helped you in the past when you needed it. or explain to the kids that what's wrong with you is not wrong with you. You can't help it. You're at a stage in life where certain things are going to happen that are out of your control. So when mommy gets upset, it's not your fault. It is something that she is processing that we need to help her through. Or that when mommy gets a hot flash and we have to have the air conditioner at 64 degrees in the house, you need to put on a sweater so that mom can be comfortable. That is compassion. That is empathy. That is consideration. And accepting and understanding and having empathy is having the understanding that that is not a reflection on me. That is not a reflection on you as a person. That is a reflection on your stage in life and what you're going through, and that you have other shit going on too, and you need a place to discharge that anger and frustration. And that you need a person to take the blame so that you don't have to look in the mirror for your shortcomings. I'm used to being criticized. I am used to being used as a bad example as an alcoholic, self-medicating myself through hard times in my life where I was not supported or considered. I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! No! No! I wanna live! I wanna live! I ain't even got a gun! Oh shit, I don't have a gun. I didn't get my load out, you guys. Hey, kill me! Kill me, yeah! I didn't even get my gun. See that? I was talking too much. That is not a character defect on the person that I speak of. That is a reality of dealing with ADHD. I can take the criticism. I taught myself through sobriety how to process guilt and shame and blame, take accountability for shit that isn't mine to take accountability for. I learned. I taught myself. That's what we do. We teach ourselves. We process shit. We figure it the fuck out because nobody is gonna help us. That is how this goes. Or they will help us, and then when we fuck up, they take it as a personal attack or a personal affront. And that's just not the case. So like I said, we figure it the fuck out, we accept reality for what it is, we recognize the patterns, we fix what we can, we accept the things that are not in our control. I think that's step 5 of recovery. 4 or 5. And we just keep moving forward. We make YouTube channels so that we can record things for our grandkids to listen to after we die because people don't want to hear our perspectives while we're alive. We make continued attempts when we can remember that people exist to reach out to them and just let them know, hey, I love you, I still exist. I didn't mean to piss you off, I didn't want to leave. I tried communicating the best way that I knew how and that I was taught and that I was...
Yo, stop.
And that I was being coached through therapy.
Let's go.
Girl,
get in, get in,
how to
go.
talk.
No, get in, bro.
I was following the rules for fighting, sticking to me and I statements. That is not being self-centered. That is how you avoid coming off as attacking or blaming other people. I never called you names because that is counterintuitive and it's one of the 10 rules for conflict. I set boundaries I accepted when people violated those boundaries. I forgave them for violating those boundaries. I understood their perspectives because I was following the Gottman repair schedule in counseling. I'm taking the time in isolation instead of ruminating on all the things that I got wrong and all of the things about myself that I can't fix. To take the opportunity and the time to reflect and to introspect on all of the things that I got wrong. Those two things are different. I'm hyper fixated on not only psychology and therapy and self-repair and reflecting, but on family repair, on the odd chance that my perspective is respected and observed and accepted, so that I can communicate and heal in a better way and help you cope with all the damage from me self-medicating for so long and getting so many things wrong. Again, it is not a care issue, it is not a love issue, it's just life that people are going to fuck up and make mistakes. And some people can forgive genuinely and move on and get sober and correct their behavior. And some people can't kill their ego or check their pride and accept that maybe they didn't get every single thing right every single moment, every single day in 22 something years. And that's okay too, because they're going through shit as well, and they're dealing with things as best they can. They have things going on in them that they can't explain, and they have allowed themselves to be influenced by people that they should not be listening to. And there's not a lot that you can do for other people. I've often said, and people have heard many times, that one of the hardest things that I learned in sobriety is that you can't make choices for other people. You can't understand things for other people. You can't force people to follow you when you're trying to lead them in a good direction. You can't convince people that things are true that they don't want to believe are true. The only thing that you can do is keep doing what you feel is right, or what you know is right, or tree. Yeah, you can't force someone to understand that they can't ask you to lead and then question every decision that you make. You can't understand for someone that they can't ask you to continue to function when it's physically impossible for you. You can't force someone to have compassion when you tell them they're in pain and they just want whatever they want done. Or that you don't get to always determine how fast or how well something gets done. Some things are never going to be perfect. If you're waiting for perfect conditions to do something, you're going to wait forever. If you expect a perfect result, you're going to be disappointed. If you have an imaginary timeline and you don't communicate that to someone or remind them, then you can't resent them for not getting it done in the timely fashion that you set in your own mind without telling them that you expected it done at this point. And you can't force them to understand that you tried as much as you could. You wanted to repair things, you wanted them to understand that you understand, but just like you can't force a horse to drink water when you lead it to the fucking creek, you can't force someone to understand something that they refuse to understand.
Oh, there's a car. There's a car. Move.
Ah, car, get in! That's my fucking seat. Get the fuck back!
Go. Come on, bro. Hurry.
Go. Fuck
Hurry,
these
bro.
guys.
Let's go.
Fuck these guys.
Roll
Hurry up,
out!
bro. We got to fight.
Come on.
And that's a lot of why
We
ADHD
want to
people
die.
play
We're the
video
perfect
games.
soldiers,
as
bro.
well.
Come on, let's go.
Because it is a way to focus on something and accomplish small tasks and get out of their head a little bit and get into a virtual state where they feel appreciated and accomplished, and their ADHD can be used as a superpower and generally just disconnect for a little while and gain some much needed rest in their head, because doing this is the only way that I can communicate all of these formulated thoughts that are flooding into my head. If I didn't have this minor distraction to quiet the tornado of shit going on in there, I would not be able to accurately discuss or verbalize what's coming in. It would be a jumbled mess of basically just like info dump, brain puke, and it would be very difficult, or even more difficult, to wrap your head around as a neurotypical person. So, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Thanks for watching the stream. I hope at a certain point, preferably while I'm still alive, that my kids or my grandkids or people that love me can hear and understand. And maybe even the slim chance that they'll accept that it's just me. I don't mean it. Like, I don't want to be this difficult burden and like sore spot, thorn in your side, so to speak, in your life, but like, it's who I am. I can't fix it. I can't change it. I did it again. Reload! I don't see ya. Is that my guy? Shit, somebody's up there. That's my guy. Damn, I can't get any closer than that, bro.
Aw, push.
Oh, he got me. Good shot. Good shot. Good shot. It is 4:51. This is last round. I got studying coming up. Oh, so much lag with everybody here. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oh, helicopter, boys, let's go.
Chopper!
Get to the chopper.
Chopper!
Get to the chopper.
Get to the fucking chopper!
All right, we're back. We're back. You know what? Four by 12. We got a bunch of those. So, filter magazine. Magazine. I want 1, 2 of those. Am I full? Yep, full. Yo.
Yo, Mally.
Save.
Bij mij is het...
One there, one there. I like it. I like it. Alright. Yeah, so a little consideration goes a long way. A little understanding goes a long way. But you can't force people to have consideration or compassion or empathy for you, so all you could do is what you could do. And what I gotta do is hurry up and die, because I got, no, I think it's gym day, so my study partner is gonna be checking in to make sure I read and did my studying, which I have, and then I'll have a little bit of time while they're at the gym. And then when they're done at the gym, it's the nightly study session, which is quite fun because they also have a similar level and form of ADHD to me, and they are very intelligent and smart in the area that we're studying, and they know the simple funny tricks. I don't remember if the mic was muted or not, so we'll go back over that again just to be sure. Making every attempt on being a somewhat healthy, well-adjusted individual in my affliction, so to speak. Again, hyper-focus, hyperfixation is on psychology and ADHD and coping mechanisms and communication and all of that shit. Studying for what they call the DSM-5 differential diagnosis exam, to educate myself on how to fucking fix
If you
this.
hit another tree, the dude in
Anybody-
the back seat's gonna give you a hand job.
That's right, I will aggressively with sandpaper.
Yep.
To hopefully help my children
I'll
and
hold
my
the ca-
grandchildren adjust from all the damage of me self-medicating and coping as an alcoholic. To deal with the friction between their neurotypical mothers and myself. And hopefully give them some insight and understanding
Lots of red
into
over here,
why
unless
I
these
am
guys
the way
finally-
I am. But one of the brain tricks that I was taught definitely helps ADHD
A mini
people.
panda bear. Alright, W.
What up?
That if you can formulate a
Where's
list.
a large panda bear at?
kidding.
Oh, they're here, they're here.
People.
They're Jewish.
Where are they? Where they at? Got one, got one. We should be okay.
Anyways, so this brain trick that I was taught is numbers. I talking about birthdays and shit. I told you guys, numbers fuck with me.
Where are they sniping from?
The tree line.
Alright.
The numbers fuck with me, and it's really hard on differential treatment because each disorder has durations of symptoms and ages of diagnosis, all kinds of numbers. And in order to keep that straight, you make up a story in your head using outlandish details and associations and shit that clicks in your ADHD brain to help you remember big amounts of information. So we have so we have characters that represent all of the disorders. So like GAD, G-A-D, Generalized Anxiety Disorder, we assigned Gilbert Godfrey. He kind of personifies the symptoms of GADs. Muscle tension, because he's always all tight and shit. General irritability. Easily fatigued, he's wound up and on edge. Oh, he got me through the window. Of course. Anyway, stuff like that. Bobby Lee and his ginger friend are bipolar 1 and bipolar 2. Bipolar 1 is 2 weeks worth of symptoms. Depressive mood. Usually requires hospitalization and an increase in medication. His ginger friend, I can't remember his name. He's bipolar 2. It's a lower grade depressive symptom, they're more frequent and they last a little bit longer. So that does not require hospitalization and is usually a decrease in psychomedication, usually handled well just through maintenance and therapy. Who else? Michael Phelps is MDD, major depressive disorder. That's 2 weeks of symptoms. Low mood, irritability, lack of sleep, suicidal ideation sometimes. Andy Malinakis is, what was he? He was disruptive disorder. That's more having fits like more days than not throughout a week for over a year. It's diagnosed generally from like age 9 or 10 to 18. At age 18, it's diagnosed more as an associative disorder in adults. Symptoms can be as early as 6, but are usually diagnosed around age 9. Who else? Who else? There's a bunch of them. Anyway, that's how I study now that I've learned that trick. Way too fucking late in life. If I would have learned this shit when I was still in school, I might have graduated. Because I knew all kinds of shit in school. I just didn't know how to remember it when it came time to take the test. Combined with the fact that I, as an ADHDer, have a profound sense of justice, as they say, and I could not cope with the fact that my teachers insisted on things that were 100% not true. Missouri was indeed a split state in the Civil War. We did have slaves in Missouri during the Civil War, contrary to what he was teaching our class, and it was not lost on me the irony of the fact that the town that he taught in was named after a German dude named Wentzville, because it was a tobacco plantation town. The whole reason the railroad came through Wentzville, and both interstates go through Wentzville, is because of the tobacco trade. That was heavily slave dependent. That's when I gave up on school. They're arguing from a place of authority on points that are wholly, like, they're just not true. Because that's the teacher, you're not allowed to fucking question them, and that's bullshit. So everything that I have learned in my life since then, I have learned from teaching myself. I find free resources online. I ask people that are in that profession. I admit that I don't know what I don't know, and that I can learn from just about anybody. That's why I harp on my kids continuously about perspective. You need to change your perspective and be able to understand and see someone else's perspective, even if it's completely fucking backwards of what you think. Because I am so used to being misunderstood and being dismissed as just fucking lazy when that is not the case. Understanding is very important. The words that you choose are very important. They have definitions. If you fuck up a phrase, it is important to acknowledge that you made a mistake, and it's okay. It is not a character defect that you misquoted something. It is not, I don't know history, so I can't repeat it. That is asinine. It is those that refuse to see history are doomed to repeat it. If you don't know history, how the fuck are you going to be able to avoid the pitfalls from it? It does not have to be an interest of yours in order to in order for it to have value to other people. Just because you don't like video games doesn't mean that they're fucking retarded and a waste of time. Some of the best friends that I've ever had and some of the best discussions that I've ever had are people that I don't even know and have never met in real life. Oh, we did. One of my best friends, a person that I talk to about real life like this, more than anyone I ever have in my whole life, I have never met in real life. I met him on this game, and he lives in fucking British Columbia, Canada. He is an awesome young dude. Him and his lady are starting a Western wear clothing company. He owns a tow company. He's a former firefighter, a former rodeo guy. Like, he's a fucking extraordinary person. And without this stupid fucking game, I never would have met him. I never would have learned things about myself that only came about because of his perspective. And there is no discounting that just because you don't see the value in spending time on video games. Basically, if someone can't acknowledge the fact that if it's important to you, it's important to me, is an act of compassion and consideration, that's not love. That is a need for control and domination, and that's not healthy. If someone refuses to acknowledge that they could possibly be wrong or have ever made a mistake, that in itself is a lack of compassion and empathy and consideration. If they refuse to go to therapy for fear or out of shame, you can't correct that in a person. That is called willful ignorance. They don't want to know what's wrong. They don't want to fix anything. They want to remain comfortable in delusion and self-grandeur that they never got anything wrong. And there's no fixing that for someone else. They have to want to get fixed. Just like in sobriety. You can't get sober for somebody. They have to want to get sober. And whether or not they do that for themselves or someone else doesn't change the fact that now they want to get sober. Whether it's for themselves or someone else. It is still something to be proud of. And it cannot be discounted that they got sober. They changed a character flaw. They addressed a toxic behavior and did the internal work to fucking fix that. That does not get dismissed or diminished because of someone else's opinion. If they learn something and they change, that means that they're committed to growth. They are not committed to stay in a loop or a cycle. Bro! It didn't save my thing. You can't do the work for someone else. You can't force them to appreciate your efforts. You can't force them to give a shit whether you're hurt or not. You can't force them to see things from your point of view. The only person you can control is yourself. And it is up to you how you deal with things and how you cope with things and how you understand things, and whether or not you forgive someone or not. And I choose forgiveness every fucking time. Because some of the worst destruction I have ever seen came from when I was a counselor in sobriety and leading small groups and using things that I learned to help other people. The most destruction ever came from resentment and contempt and blame and shame. Because blame and shame protect ego. And ego is the original fucking sin. Pride and ego. Pride and fucking ego. Did you make it, buddy? Or did you get smoked? And unless someone wants to admit there's a problem, there is no correcting pride and ego. But if they go through a 12-step program for sobriety, even if they're using it for anger, one of the steps is designed to kill your ego. It is to teach you how to take perspective. It is to teach you how to take criticism without taking it as an attack on your character or as you as a person in your core. And not only did I use the 12-step sobriety program for alcoholism, I used it for sorry, there's somebody creeping next to me. I also used it for resentment. I also used it for forgiveness. I also used it for patience. I used it to teach myself a lot of things, because if it worked for alcoholism, it could work for little things too. And it's a really easy thing to use. And part of learning how to process blame and shame in a healthy way and kill my ego gave me the ability to not only forgive myself for my mistakes, but to forgive other people. And when you truly forgive someone, you are free from their control. And for someone that thrives on control, that can be very triggering. Very triggering indeed. Bitterness and contempt will have people doing some really nefarious shit. Real nefarious shit. It allows you to see people's true colors and true intentions. I really wish that thing would have saved my other loadout. trying to be tactical creeping up here, you know what I mean? Oh, he got me. He was behind me. Alright, I gotta jump off here. Deuces, it was fun. I'll be back on, I don't know if I'll be back on tonight or not. But, that's almost 4 hours. So, that gives me my quota for the week for Twitch. And that also gives me some audio to clip out, and y'all have a wonderful day. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Appreciate it. And sorry about having a muted mic for, what, probably fucking 30 minutes. Pretty funny, right? Bye. Bye. Love y'all.